There are over 30 guns in Black Ops 7 Zombies, but there is one where combined with the correct attachments and perk augments becomes the most overpowered weapon in the game, dealing over 100,000 damage per headshot and being a one-hit kill even at round 45. So let's jump in game, go through all the rarity and pack-a-punch levels, and then dive into the loadout on what is easily the most overpowered weapon right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, by the end of this, you're going to see this thing be a actual sniper shotgun. It's ridiculous. So this is the M10 Breacher, and I'm sure you guys by now have used all of the shotguns in the game. You've probably gone towards the Akita as your shotgun of choice, and you know what? I don't blame you. I absolutely love that shotgun as well, and I'd definitely put it as one of the best in the game. However, this thing, it needs to be seen to be believed. Honestly, it really, really does. I'm going to showcase the build at the end as well. I'm also going to go through some augments that you absolutely want to have on to make this as lethal as you're about to see it. But one of the major differences with the shotgun compared to its normal build is that we have gone for slug rounds over the normal options of the normal ammunition or rapid fire. And I am going to show you what this gun is like with that on as well, because there are definitely two versions of this shotgun you're going to want to use. And I think ultimately it depends on your play style. Now, the first things first is putting slugs on this means that the shots need to be deadly accurate to the head. Otherwise, they are just not really going to be hitting and causing a lot of damage. And this is one of those guns where with the build right now, especially early game, it's definitely nowhere near the best. It's nowhere near the strongest it could be. But once you get this thing fully loaded up, it is ridiculous. So one of the attachments we've got on is a tac laser. So this is the normal ADS. But then if we use the tac laser, it just gives it a little bit more of that tighter slug round spread. And look, we went from 300 for a crit to 442. So obviously that's really, really good. This build definitely is one where headshots are going to be preferable over body shots, because the body shots are not going to be as strong as it could be. And again, that's why I said I'm going to give you a build at the end as well and showcase if you want a body shot one. But we're all about damage here. And this thing, I'm hyping it up too much. I really am. So first things first, let's go ahead and turn on the power. Let's also work on getting ourselves some free pap crystals. Let's also work on ourselves getting some perks. I want to give a huge shout out and credit to you/COD Zombies DPS over on the COD Zombies subreddit, who made a post about this weapon build specifically and how broken it was. I had to go in and test it and show you guys. And yeah, this thing is insane. At the moment, it doesn't look anything too special. Like you can see some shots I'm actually missing because of the slug rounds and how tight that hip fire spread. Look at that. But trust me, things are going to get crazy. They're going to get crazy very, very quick. And one of the biggest things we need is perks. If we get perks, this thing's going to be lethal. And we need Deadshot, we need Double Tap, and we need Death Perception. So let's see. What are we getting? Wisp Tea. Okay, that's not what I wanted. All right, let's see. Oh, the Toxic Growth Plant God's going to be granting us some Pap Crystals today. That would be fantastic. Maybe even some Ether Tools. I'll take anything at this point. I'll take anything. What do we get? What do we get? Oh, we got a Pap Crystal. All right, so straight away, this thing is getting Pack-a-Punch. So this is the X10 Sit Fracture. And this is it at its lowest rarity. We've got it pap. Let's give it a go. Put it in tack stance. 3,000 crit. Oh, this is before we've even got perks to make this do more damage. 4,950. What the hell? That is ridiculous. So unlike the other shotguns in the game, this one has a pretty slow rate of fire and it has a very unique trait. So obviously we've got the tactical stance. I should have shown you before I papped it, but if you hold down the right trigger, you'll see that the crosshair will tighten. You see right there, it tightens. When it's not papped, you can literally hold that down and hold it to be as tight as possible and charge up the weapon and then let go, and it does more critical damage. Which is insane to believe, right? 3,800. Like, bro, this is like sniper damage. And this is still loadout rarity. May I add 4,000? What is going on? We don't have anything to double our crit damage. We have nothing like that. This thing is ridiculous. If you've been keeping up with the metas of BO7 Zombies since the game's launch, there was a prestige barrel for the Jaeger pistol that was absolutely broken. Like, it was doing 7,000% damage. That's been nerfed now. This feels like that, where this is just like an anomaly that is just insane, like genuinely insane. I'm going to go over to Chompy here because I would love to get some extra salvage so we can go through the rarities, because I've got the hidden power on, but I don't want to jump to that straight away. I want to see the incremental improvements here in our rarity. So here we go. Chompy's delivering the goods. Ravage around. So again, if you headshot, this thing is ridiculous. If you miss and you're just doing body shots, yeah, 560. But oh, 950. This thing is ridiculous. So it's been such a long time since there was a slug round shotgun meta like this in modern zombies. I think Cold War was the last time we had this. Okay, what do we get? Wow, the Akita. But we got a rare ether tool. So there we go. We've managed to go up 2 rarities. We've gone from loadout to green to blue. So let's see our headshot damage now. Still 3,000. Still 3,000. Wow. 7,000. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. So clearly the slug rounds are maybe sort of penetrating through. 9,000. What the? This thing just keeps getting better. What the? You can see with the slugs, if you are, you know, just point blank shooting like that, it's not great. Sometimes it is missing. So you really need to be aiming for the body. And like I said, later in the video, I will showcase a version of this gun to show you fully maxed out, where instead of slugs, we're prioritizing body shot to show you what the crits look like for that. What is hilarious is in the beta, this shotgun was pretty trash. I don't know what Treyarch did. I literally don't know what they did, but this is nuts. And from damage stats, courtesy of COD Zombies DPS. So again, big shout out and credit to them. They're creating a spreadsheet showcasing all the damage of all the weapons in the game, which is incredibly useful. And this sits at about the same damage as the best snipers in the game, and will do 100k headshot damage per second. Like, you're seeing this here. This is crazy. And this is before I've even got perks. I almost want to get this triple pap before getting perks to see just how insane this is. Okay, and what did it give us? We've got cluster grenades. We've got, oh, nothing really of note. And it's teasing me with the Akita shotgun. I'll pop some toxic growth on that. Wow, it gave us the Akita shotgun again. It really... Treyarch are going, yo, please stop using this. It's clearly a bit too good. All right, but I don't want to withhold any longer. We need to get ourselves some perks here. We need some perks, because it's going to make this even crazier. All right, so are you ready for this? I don't think even I'm ready for this. Okay, but let's get ourselves Deadshot Daiquiri first. So here we go. Deadshot, of course, it improves headshot damage. But we've got an augment on, and again, big shout out to COD Zombies DPS for this one. There is, I think, a new minor augment called Dead Draw. Can't remember if it's a major or a minor. I think it's a minor, and this one reduces tack stance and hip fire spread. So it just makes this more accurate. All right, let's see. Headshot damage, 8,000. So it's definitely getting more consistent now. Okay, what do we get? We've got a raw. Damn, we got pap 1. Oh, I just saw a 10,000. I got 2,000. 13,000. Oh my god. What the? That is insane. That is genuinely insane. All right. We need to pair it with another one now. Of course, we need our double tap, because the rate of fire on this, you can clearly see it's nowhere near as good as the Akita. Like, that thing is just going to town, right? Look, I can even showcase it. So this in my opinion is the best shotgun, but I might have to put this a second now. The only thing that's better is that rate of fire. Of course, it is insane, but that damage it's doing, it's good, but it's only because it's firing so quick that it's putting in that much damage, while this is slower, it's more methodical, but it's doing more damage per shot instead. This thing is still blue rarity. Like, just let that sink in. That's ridiculous. Then another thing we've got on, thanks to double tap, is the minor augments double time and double caliber, which do double the body shot damage, which for this, when the slugs are so potent for the head, you definitely want, where we're getting some mixed numbers here. We're getting like 4,000 damage. We're getting 2,000. You definitely want that on, because yeah, headshots is where this thing really shines. Body shots it's weaker on, so anything we can do to help that out is pretty good. And we also have more penetration damage, which of course is something we want. Really hope we can get a epic rarity tool here, just so we can get this thing as close as we can, the highest rarity, while still pat 1, because it's still ridiculous. Let's be honest. Oh, we've got a mystery perk. Got some PhD. Right, I definitely need to get myself some Juggernog, because I'm getting hit up by these zombies. Right, let's also get ourselves the final perk in the trio that makes the shotgun insane, and it's Death Perception. This makes it so there's a chance for body shots to do critical damage, I think, which just ultimately will help hugely. And another thing you could add on for the Deadshot Daiquiri perk is the augment that makes all critical shots do double damage. I genuinely might test this once we get it to the highest rarity possible and pack a punch. just to see, just out of curiosity, you know. Speaking of which, let's now go ahead and put this to epic tier rarity here. So let's see, what is the shotgun damage like? Now we've got all the perks enabled as well. Let's see, how overpowered is this thing? So we've got 12,000 there, 8,000, 8,000, 16,000, 20,000, and it's PAP 1 still. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. This is ridiculous. Now we've got it in a place where the body shots are, you know, doing fairly decent damage now. All right, we're about to get our first bear in as well. This will be great. PAP 1, epic rarity. All right, here we go. Charge at me, brother. So 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. 3 tapped the boy. Okay, well, I have the hidden power now, so let's pop that. So at its highest rarity, PAP 1. Let's see, what is the headshot damage saying? So it is 14. Okay, 17. 29! 29! Oh my god. PAP 1. 29. This is so ridiculous. I feel so sorry for these zombies, man. Like, they ain't got hope in hell. The numbers are wild. All right, let's get this thing to PAP 2. And oh my god, I cannot wait for this. I cannot wait. We've got to put it back in tack stance, but here we go. 18. 36. 36. 58. Oh my god. What the frick, dude? This is a shotgun sniper. Oh my god. I'm actually like, I don't know what to say, boys. I don't know what to say. Let me go ahead and pop the perkaholic now. I want to start saving for pack-a-punch money instead of perk money. But this should be a great way to showcase that with everything we've got now, the reload speed was already pretty decent. But with this now, I'm sure the reload is going to be so quick. So let's just go ahead and get rid of all of these. So yeah, you see body shots, you really got to be, accurate, because the slugs are going to make life a little bit difficult. But you hit them headshots and oh yeah, the fire rate when you have the slugs on is definitely not the quickest. If I'll show you the other build at the end of the video, where if you don't use slugs and use something else, the rapid fire definitely helps. But we've got another bear in, so here we go. 1 shot, 2. I really want to crit. Oh, 19k, and there we go. 4 shots. 4 shots is all it takes. That 58k though is genuinely insane. And with the other augments we've got on as well, it really favors being up close to the zombies. But the point blank is like doubled, or 50% increased, which you'd need just to make sure, because you're not going to hit a headshot every time, are you? I've just also realized that you actually get more damage when you put an ammo mod on. And for the bear, we definitely want to have an ammo mod on. So let's put on napalm burst. There we go. Right, now we need to get out of this cellar. Oh, it's always a bit messy down here. It's crazy how wild these crit numbers are. So it is able to collat and do multiple headshots at once. As we're seeing those numbers appear, I was seeing some 36,000. There we go, 17 and 29. Here we've got another bear. Oh, 24 non-crit, 30 non-crit. Oh my god, even non-crit. It is disgusting. Thank you, napalm burst. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 24. Let's see these numbers. 24, 18, 46, 36. Okay, but I think it's time. I think it's time. Let's put this in the pack-a-punch one more time. 30,000 points later, we've got that beautiful cursed camo on here. Right, are we ready? Here we go. 35. Wait, 59. Oh my god, 117,000. 117k. Oh, 93. Let me tell you, I immediately think this is better than every sniper in the game. Why is that? Because the sniper, you nearly almost have to be ADSing in order to be, you know, super accurate. At least with this, the slug, it is spreading that slug around quite a bit, so it is trickier to hit. But I think you can be more consistent getting those damage numbers, even at point blank. I'm saying that I'm missing every single shot. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? If not, this is literally a shotgun sniper. What was that gun last year in Black Ops 6 that was basically kind of like a shotgun sniper? This is better than that, in my opinion. Absolutely better than that. Because that became that when you packed it. Oh my god. Whilst this is not naturally a sniper, but it now is. If you could hit that number on a bear, you could maybe one-hit a bear. Potentially one-hit a bear. And from what's been tested, this is still a one shot at round 45. And I think, again, that is dependent on if you've built this with the slug rounds in mind or not. This thing is insane with or without the slugs. You get more body shot without the slugs, but you get more head with the slugs. I did just say that. Let me see. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me out. If I don't tack stance, what's it like? Damn, it's good. It's still good. You're seeing some of those numbers there. We're getting like 46,000 thanks to elemental pop. Going crazy there. Oh, we got a bear. We got a bear. All right, you ready, boys? Cinema. Cinema. Come on. Come on, Zersa. Okay, that's one. That's two. And that wasn't even all crits. Let's see, in a whole horde, I'm just going to hold down the right stick here. So if you just hold it down like this, the gun's going to keep pumping like this. Fire rate obviously isn't its strongest suit, but even when not aiming... Oh, we've got another bear in. All right. That's 49,000, 61,000. And they were all non-crits as well. Oh, my God. But look at that. That is just beautiful. Dare I say it, this might be the most broken gun in the game right now. This actually might. Like, I have not seen any other weapons in the game get more than, say, 70k crit damage. Imagine what the damage numbers on this would be at PAP level 4 in Cursed. Or it would be insane. It might be a one-shot for like round 70 odd. Maybe. We'll never know. But 100% it's a combo of the slugs and then the augments we've got on these perks that is making this so very disgusting. I want to see that 100k again. Give me that 100. There it was. There it was. 93. It's crazy how you get it and then you don't. But overall, you can see that the crit numbers there means it's penetrating through zombies. I believe so. Either that or it's doing crit and non-crit damage at the same time to the zombie that I'm shooting. So it's just insane damage regardless. Like, look. Okay, we got another bear. 3, 2, 1. 24, 40. It's literally a 4-shot, no matter what. It's a 4-shot. Ow, ow, ow. That bear scratch. That bear scratch. Ow. Ow, stop hurting me. All right, there we go. Regen my health already. The crit numbers still are so wild. Like, they are going from 72, 93, and 100k and everything in between. Oh, I can't imagine what ultra rarity and PAP 4 would do. Oh, it'd be so good. It would actually be so good. I want to get this to 35 and then we're going to go ahead and exfil and see how good this is against that HVT bear. But whilst I make my way over to round 35, I did again want to touch on the alternative build for this shotgun. This is gameplay of the alternative build for this at round 35, where instead of using slugs, we instead have rapid fire. Now, what happens with this is that you get way better body shot damage overall. Obviously, the bullets are going to be spreading a lot wider, so you don't need to be as accurate and you won't miss any body shots. But the difference is that you just do not get the same crazy headshot damage, even with the combination of perks and augments that we have currently with the slug build. There's a lot of people that would probably prefer the build the way it is currently, where it doesn't have the slugs, because the slugs can be a little bit awkward to use. And it's definitely not as easy in the early game setup to use compared to this version with rapid fire. But I definitely think that the version with slugs, you absolutely want to try. Okay, we got a bear. We got a bear. So 1 shot, 2 shot, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. There's the crit. And then 2 shots there. He did get hurt a bit by the Casimir, so I won't count it necessarily. But you can see this is a bear deleter. Like, this, there's no doubt. This is the best gun, bar the Ray Gun Mark II, for getting rid of the bears in higher rounds. Like, it's effortless. Round 34, we got a bear. Come on. Roar at me. That's 64, 40, 30, 115. And there we go. 4 to 5 shots. Jesus. All right, round 35. Let's see if it's still viable. And in my opinion, compare this to the busted Jaeger pistol barrel. What's more usable here? This or that pistol? It's easily going to be this. Look at this, man. It just annihilates. Even when not going for the body, it's still a 1 shot to the body. Holy crap. This thing is genuinely busted. But here we go. Here's the real test. How quickly can we take down the bear? Let's do this, and then let's go ahead and show you the loadout and the augments as well. But here we go. I'm really excited for this. So I'm going to cook a monkey as well. All right, here we go. So come on. 3, 2, 1. 1 shot. That's 2 shot. 3 shot, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that wasn't even the cleanest way to take it out either, by going for those crits. But effortless, boys. Absolutely effortless. So let's go into that loadout. Okay, so jumping into the loadout here for the M10 Breacher. I have on the 15.5-inch quick load barrel. We then have the mobility hand stop under barrel, the marathon ready stock, the tactical laser for that tack stance, and of course the 12 gauge shotgun slugs. Now, like I said, you can change this build up however you want. This is the build I was running where we have the stupid headshot damage, but if you wanted better body shots, slightly less headshot damage, and by less it's quite a bit less, then you would put on the rapid fire pump guide rod instead. And then if you have that on, you then could also apply a muzzle, which would be the ADS choke, which would help you a lot with that bullet spread, making this a lot more of a overall usable weapon where the crit wouldn't be as crazy, body shot would go up. But if you want that insane damage, then of course you need to put on the shotgun slugs, and doing so removes the muzzle. Now, going into augments, this is extremely important because this is what makes this so deadly. And again, massive shout out to COD Zombies DPS on Reddit for this. So starting off with depth perception, critical eye is the major augment you want to run with this. And this is because body shots with bullet weapons have a chance to deal critical damage. This is a build that's so focused on critical damage, sometimes you might not get it. It's just going to be a given. Naturally, you're not going to be aiming at the head and hit 100% of the time. But the fact that this has a chance for those body shots to deal critical damage is going to be insane because the critical damage is so broken on this build. And over in Deadshot Daiquiri, this is where things get really, really important. So we have a dead point enabled where bullets deal bonus damage to enemies within point blank range. This is going to be crucial, especially if you're going for headshots, because naturally with a shotgun, you are going to be at point blank range. So dealing bonus damage is what helps us get that ridiculous crit. Some people would probably want dead first, and I would normally say yes for dead first, but I think dead point is what makes this build ultra broken. Then we also have dead break and dead draw to reduce the hip fire spread, which will help with the slug rounds, especially if you, for some reason, aren't ADSing and you just, you know, hip fire. And then finally for double tap, you want to make sure you have double standard, where all non-crit does double damage. This is the best augment for any shotgun, period. And the fact that this makes it do double damage means that when you don't hit the head, those non-crits are going to be similar damage to the headshots, which just makes this even more potent and more of a one-shot to higher rounds. And then finally, you want to put on double time to further increase the weapon fire rate. And then if you have the second augment equipable, you want to put on double caliber, where bullet weapons have increased penetration damage through enemies, making this even more powerful and even more disgusting. But please go ahead, use this build. Let me know how you get on with it in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe, as I'll be showcasing more absolutely broken builds in Black Ops 7 Zombies with all the best guns, tips and tricks, and everything in between.